coefficient of 1. And so what we mean by that, and just kind of a review here, we've got this basic quadratic polynomial, if you will, so that x squared plus, or we might even think about this as ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are coefficients. And that just means that that is a number in front of our variable. And then a here, this a, is our leading coefficient. So when our leading coefficient is 1, and in this case we have that is 1, then we'll use this form here. We actually want to be able to factor this as x plus p, x plus q, where our pq is equal to c and p plus q is equal to b. So let's go ahead and look at an example here. So we want to list all of the factors of c. So let's go ahead and list out each one of these. So I've got that a is going to be 1, b is negative 24, and c is 144. So we want to list the factors of c, and then we're going to find a pair of those factors that actually is going to sum to b. So we can list our factors of c. We've got so we've got 1 and 144, and we need this to be positive. So we've also got negative 1 and negative 144. And so as we're building this list, we also want to have a sum of b. And our b here is negative 24. So if we add 1 and 144, that's going to give us 145. Negative 1 and negative 144, it's going to be negative 145. All right? And so we can just continue this list as we go here. So our next one is going to be 2. So that's going to be 2 and 72. So 2 plus 72 is going to give us 74. Negative 2 and negative 72 will give us negative 2 and negative 72. So negative 74. So we see that we're adding these together. So the next one there is 3. So we've got 3 and 48. So 3 plus 48 is going to give us 51. Negative 3 and negative 48 will give us negative 51. The next one here is 4. So we've got 4 and 36. 4 plus 36 will give us 40. Negative 4 and negative 36. That will give us negative 40. Alright, and then we won't be able to divide by 5, right? Because 144 doesn't end in a 5 or a 0. We should be able to do 6 though, because it was divisible by 2 and 3. So we'll have 6 and 24, which will give us 30. Negative 6 and negative 24, which will give us negative 30. 7 here is not going to work. 8 will work because we were divisible by 4 and 2. So we've got 8 and 18. So the 8 and 18 is going to give us 26. Negative 8 and negative 18 will give us negative 26. Alright, 9 should work because 3 was working there. And so we've got 9 and 16, which will give us 25. Or negative 9 and negative 16. Sorry, negative 9 and negative 16, which will give us negative 25. Alright, so we still haven't found the 144 that we need. So let's go ahead and continue our list here. So then after 9, 10 won't work, right, because we're not ending in 0. 11, let's see, will 11 work? Nope, 11 won't work either. But we can try, we've got 12. And so then if we have 12, that one would be 12 and 12. And so that one will equal 24, or negative 12 and negative 12, which will be negative 24. And the sum that we needed there was negative 24. So it looks like our factors then, right, because we needed a sum of b. So the factors that we want to use here are negative 12 and negative 12. So that was our first step there, listing those factors of C. And then our second step was to find the two factors that added to B. So we've taken care of our first step here. We listed all the factors of C, and then we found the ones that summed to B. And so then the last step here is we want to write this as a factored expression. So we can say that we've got x squared minus 24x plus 144. And then using our step 3 there should be x plus our p-value, so this is negative 12, and then x plus our q-value, which is negative 12. We can simplify that a little bit. If we're adding a negative, that's like subtracting, so x minus 12, x minus 12, all right, and that's a perfectly acceptable answer. You might also notice that these are exactly the same factor, and so then we can also write this as x minus 12 squared. Alright, so the main thing on this one here, if we've got a leading coefficient of 1, then we should be able to list the factors of C, and then when we find the sum of those factors that's equal to B, then we can rewrite it in